Welcome back. We're not on an adventure, but I've gotten a lot of questions here lately, like what is my current bass fishing setup? So today I'm going to walk you through my current setup for the sit-in kayak. And in my opinion, which is not saying much, one of the best sit-in kayaks out there on the market, hands down. So I've had this thing about a year now, Bonafide Expedition 123. I'm in love with it. I will never get rid of this boat unless I buy another Bonafide Expedition 123. As far as a sit-in goes, this boat right here is super versatile. But anyways, enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to the juice. I'm gonna walk you through what I currently have on my vessel, what I take when I'm bass fishing. And I already did a crappie fishing video, and that's linked in the description below. But this is just strictly bass fishing. This is my updated fishing setup. So let's get to it. All right, we're gonna start on the business end. Well, actually, technically, that's probably back where the rods are. But anyways, this is where a lot of my electronics are at. Well, at least my very, very important electronic that I gotta take care of. So I'm gonna walk you through the dashboard area and kind of the front of the nose of the boat. Then we'll work our way back. So currently, I'm running a Humminbird Helix 5 down scan with GPS. So that's what I got running up here. I'm using the ram mount. This is I think the 1.5-inch ball, and awesome, very sturdy base. I've hit some high winds and this thing hasn't moved an inch. So right here is my transducer. I used one of my roto grips by Yak to hold my transducer when I'm in shallow water or I'm paddling, trying to not have a lot of drag. I put it up so I can paddle faster, and it just sits nicely right here. I have it on a swivel, and so all you do is when you want to drop it, you just pull it out of that roto grip, swing it, drop it down in the water, and then you just tighten up your system here. And that's all there is to it. Super clean. Up here at the front, that's where I hide my cabling, right here underneath this little dash cover. Right in here is where my battery sits and houses. If you look in my dashboard right here, that battery only takes up maybe 1/3 of the space, so I still have plenty of room for my wallet and keys or anything else like that. All right, zooming in on the dashboard here, if you look real close, I have a notch right there, and that's where my wire runs through, and it's flush at the top. So when I close this down, it's not going to crimp it whatsoever. So that's let me show you an example. There it is, very smooth and clean. And I can actually pull that cable, and it's not rubbing or squeezing down on it whatsoever. So that's my current fish finder setup, and I think it's super clean. There's not a whole lot of wire sticking out. Usually I have that wire tucked on this side, and it's out of the way. So on the other side, you see the other roto grip, and I actually usually use that one to park my neck, kind of hold my handle in place, that way I don't slip off the boat. When I'm running my front camera, I kind of wedge it in between and use that to kind of keep it in place where I can grab it easily, especially with the big fish. And then I love ram mount. That's one of the best camera systems right there at all. I'll put all the links down in the description if you're interested in anything I have on this boat. As you can see right there, there's a 6-inch XL Yak Mighty mount. Of course, I have another 6-inch right here where my ram ball is attached to it. It's a screw down. Then on the other side, I have another 6-inch XL track where my camera boom or something else can fit as well. As far as my life jacket goes, I have my NRS safety knife right here on my vest. In this pocket right here, I usually put my cell phone in there. I get a lot of questions about this right here. When you see me on the front camera, you usually see me grab this and push this button. This is my remote control for my rear camera shots. So what I'm doing, I'm actually hitting the record button stop or pressing the record button to go. And that's what this remote is for right here. That's why I constantly reach for this to save that clip if I catch a bass, then start it over again. Right here is one of the best clippers you can have on your boat. They attach to your life jacket. And these are the Boomerang Snips. Really great to have. Inside this pocket here from my remote is an all-day power source. That way I don't ever have to worry about the remote going dead on the water. I don't have to worry about changing out remotes or charging it up. It constantly runs right through here to my power source. Right here, as you notice, I have a carabiner clipped to some sunscreen. I am a ginger and I have to have 50 proof. So this is just a little container you get at Walmart. Instead of buying a container each time when I run out, I just refill this one because it came with a carabiner, and I just clip it right there on my pad eye and boom, I'm set. And also, if I'm crappie fishing or plan on keeping some panfish, I'll use this pad eye, clip my chain, throw it over the side with my catches. That's if I'm not taking my big live well. And that's a whole nother video, another day. Before I go into the details of what's inside my low pro crate, I do want to show you how I strap it down and secure it. So on each side of my crate, I have 6-inch XL gear tracks by Yak Attack. And on those, I put 2 twist down tie downs where I can run my straps to each side and really secure it. As you can see, I have it looped around the handle, and that thing is not budging. When you shake that, it shakes the kayak. So very, very secure and sound. Awesome, awesome setup. I highly recommend the tie downs and of course, you know, gear tracks. You probably have them already. Also with that 6-inch, if I'm not taking my kayak crate or anything like that, I can run my rod holders when I'm not crappie fishing. Crappie fishing, they're in the front. There's a video for that in the description below. But when I'm fly fishing for bass or anything like that, panfish, I can run these Omega rod holders out to the sides because, you know, your fly rod is not going to fit in a regular PVC tube. And they'll actually sit in this, and you can secure them and lock them. So I can run one on each side, which my other one's in the crate. So anyways, that's another great option for rod holders on each side, is these little XLs. And on that 9-inch one, I can either place my camera boom on it, or most of the time I just have my VisiCarbon Pro on that mighty mount right there. All right, inside my crate, take this little bungee cover off. That's usually what I'm packing. In this front section, there's 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. In the front section, I usually have my plastics just hanging out there. Unless they're Z-Mans, I'll put those underneath my seat where it's cooler. Also with my plastics, I might have some other gear here. I might have my gloves, I might have my sunglasses, stuff like that, some smalls. Right behind here, I usually have either 1 or 2 of these 3600 boxes. Here lately, I've only been taking 1 because I can fit everything I need in that 1 for the fall bite. Behind there, this is this little gear bag, a waterproof gear bag, but I put my all-day power source for my rear camera in this bag here. I'll roll it up after I put my cable in there, and I'll strap it to that handle on the side where it's secure. And I'll have that power going all day and not have to worry about it. So that's in this on the side here. On this next level, first aid kit, be prepared for everything. And then I have this little box here that I put my GoPro batteries in. I have a housing for my back camera just in case it starts raining. I also have inside there, if you can see, those little white rectangles. Those are defoggers. I can put in my camera housing to keep it from fogging up when the weather is kind of weird or acting funny with the heat or the moisture. So that's usually what I keep in here, minus a bass tray or 2. So here's the back of the seat, of course. And on the back of my seat, I have tied down that Wilderness Systems 4-stow pouch system, which I love to death. Very, very nice system. So in that pouch system, you see I keep some fish grips. You never know when you're going to catch something gnarly with some huge teeth. So I keep some just in case. Most of the time I don't need them, but they're good to have and they're not in my way whatsoever. On the other side, I have a scale. You never know, we're gonna hook in a massive bass or something even bigger, like a catfish. And on this side, on my side strap, I have the Wilderness System little plier holder. And this is great, always next to my side when I need it. You know, I can lay them down in the floorboard or something like that, but you know, they can slide forward or back. And if I put them on my dashboard, they could fall off. So I'll just keep them down in my kayak to the side of my seat. That way, if they do fall, they're falling down into my kayak and not overboard. I've lost too many pairs of fish grips and fish pliers from doing that one thing. So anyways, I have to mention this. I have a video where I hooked myself with a treble hook in my thumb, and that was very, very painful. Don't go with any cheap old pair of pliers. Make sure those pliers are heavy duty and can cut through anything you stick in its path. These right here are super sharp. I was able to cut that high grade aftermarket treble hook off with these right here. So make sure you have a good pair of pliers that can help you when you need them the most. As you can see, I have an anchor trolley system, which is about a foot from my back. I have it right there, and it's running all the way down the side, and it stops about 6 or 8 inches from my nose. So this is the Yak Attack heavy duty trolley system with the backing plates. Love this system. And then, as you can see right there by my gear track on the side, I have a little Yak Attack accessory where you can run the string around it or run it through there to lock in place. Speaking of which, you can see this orange gear track on this side. There's one on the other side. And those gear tracks are nice. I can put my roto grips right there to hold a paddle and park it. Or I can put little attachments like this. During crappie season, I'll actually put a rod holder on that side and this side and troll, including the gear track in the middle there. So it's a great setup, great system, just for trolling, or just have a little clam cleat on the side where you can wrap your anchor off to. Right here is my newest attachment, which I haven't attached yet. I got this off of a Bonafide RS 117, I think that's the number. Came off a warranty boat that they had to throw away, basically. And so the local kayak shop hooked me up with this, and I told them I've been looking for one, but of course with everything going on this year, it's hard to find accessories right now. Hopefully that gets better soon. But right there, I'm gonna bolt that in. I'm gonna park my paddle right there when I'm standing up or something like that. Easier to grab, and have a third option if I'm not using my roto grips, or if my roto grips are used for other things. I really have no complaints about my setup. I don't wish I had it one way or the other. I'm very, very happy and content with this setup, and I feel like I finally got it fine-tuned the way it fits me best in my fishing style. So hopefully this sheds some light on you and your maybe give you some thoughts and ideas if you have a sit-in or maybe a sit-on top to kind of incorporate some of these awesome tools and have a great setup as well. I get questions all the time. I see them on Facebook as well. What's the best system to go with? Is it ram mount? Is it Yak Attack? Is it Railblazer? You know, what system do you go with that works the best? Well, to tell you the truth, I got a lot of Yak Attack on here. I have several ram mounts on here. I have all kinds of brands on my kayak. This right here up front, my transducer arm, is actually a Scotty mount, 22 bucks versus $58 Yak Attack. Railblazer is $69. So like I said, I'm not a homer to any brand out there. I'm gonna go for the best deal and the thing that works best for my needs. So anyways, I hope this video helped you out. If you did, hit that like button for me. I hope to see you on an upcoming adventure.